everything just has been so wonderful. I've experienced so much, and it's just such a peace being here. It is just so great just connecting with the motherland, learning more about our history. I love it.
Hello guys, it's your girl Selene Selahyah from the For Real Ghana Life. If this is your first time on my channel, Akwaba, welcome to my channel. What do we do here at the For Real Ghana Life? In conjunction with Kalamba Travels and the Fouts Tours, we take you on our personal journey of our tour around Ghana and travel throughout Africa and the Caribbean. So yes, guys, if you want to experience one of our fabulous tours, returning back to our ancestral homeland, back home, and what better way to do it than to take a fabulous tour, experience the beauty of Africa and the Caribbean. So guys, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and stay tuned for our tour adventures at Kalamba Travels and my personal journey in Ghana and the For Real Ghana Life. Bye. Shalom guys, it's your girl Selene Selahyah from the For Real Ghana Life and Kalamba Travels. And we are here at Coco Palm Inn where our tour group is staying for our Ghana Akwaba 2026 tour. And I have some of my clients that I want to interview to get their perspective of how they are enjoying Ghana. Some of them are returning, and some of them, it's their first time. So right now, I have a guest that I want to share with you all. This is her first time here in Ghana, but she has some really important things that she was taking care of while she was here in Ghana. So I'm going to turn the cameras around and let's hear from our guest, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and see how she is enjoying her time here in Ghana.
Good morning. I'm Karen Boone from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and I just love being here in Ghana. I love being here on the continent. Everything I've experienced has just been so wonderful. Everything just has been so wonderful. I've experienced so much, and it's just such a peace being here. It is just so great just connecting with the motherland, learning more about our history. I love it.
All right, so this was your first time here, right?
Yes.
Tell me something that was a culture shock for you.
Culturally, I think when we did I don't think anything really was a shock. I just felt right at home.
Okay.
Everything was just, I don't know, more than I expected, actually.
Okay, so that's good to know that there was not very much that was a culture shock to you. You felt right at home and felt comfortable. So tell me, what did you think about the handling of the money and between the US dollar and the CD? Are you comfortable with the rate of exchange?
I think that I am, and because it's like 10 to 1, that part was easy.
Makes it pretty easy.
Yeah, I figured that out quick, and instead of trying to look at it in US dollars, I just looked at it at, these are the CDs.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I have, and this is what I'm spending. If they say 250, it's 250. 250.
So some people have a lot of problems understanding the rate of exchange. Mm-hmm. As you mentioned, 250 in US, that would be on a rate of 10 to 1, that would be $25. Mm-hmm. So this is something that is really important, that, you know, when people travel to Ghana and they come here on travel and tourism, to be able to understand the rate of exchange is really important, because when it comes to paying and tipping, a lot of us we're kind of used to like maybe $5 tip for service or something like that, or even $10, or maybe even a $20 tip if it's really good service. But then it seems a little foreign to someone coming from the U.S. When they pull out a 200 CDs because in their mind they're thinking it's $200, right? And in fact, it's really only $20.
Right.
So, but yeah, so that's good that you're able to catch the rate of exchange. That does help when it's 10 to 1. So tell me, Miss Karen, you have some plans concerning Ghana. Would you like to share with people what your plans are?
Sure. I plan to return to Ghana when I retire. I'm going to retire here. I've already purchased a plot of land as well as a roundhouse that's being built right now in the Asomdwe Peace Village.
Asomdwe Village.
Yes.
And can you tell us what company?
I went with Africa Construction Company.
Africa Construction Company. And if someone was interested in getting a roundhouse or some land in the Asomdwe Peace Village, who would they contact?
I would contact Karen King. Follow her channel on YouTube, Karen in Ghana. Mm-hmm. Also go to the Africa CM website. Mm-hmm. There's a ton of information there. And Karen is just so nice and very easy to do business with, Karen and Emmanuel. And I got to visit my land yesterday, and that was so exciting for me.
Yes, we could see the excitement all over your face. So what did that feel like when you actually saw your house under construction, like you were actually there?
I was like, at first I was like, this is mine. I'm coming from the States. I am here in Ghana. I have not only a house that's being constructed, but I have land that I'm going to build another house on.
Okay.
Me, from America, here on the continent of Africa, in the motherland. I'm getting choked up. So much pride and
it's a surreal experience once you actually see things coming to fruition.
Yes.
I share that sentiment. I actually have not seen my roundhouse being built, but I too share the same thing, that I am having a build under construction. Looking forward to getting out there and seeing that. But just to know that you're doing what you need to do to prepare for retirement. So have anybody talked to you what life will look like here in Ghana versus America? Like, what's the difference? Why do you want to retire in Ghana versus in America?
I want the peace. One, and the name of the village, it translates to peace. Mm-hmm. I'm about the peace. I'm about community, and I'm about building up community, and that's what I felt like I got by investing in property where I am. I'm just happy that I returned. And Western life is Western life. The life here is just so much different, so much laid back, so much more so.
We hear that sentiment from so many people. I've talked to people before from previous tours. And that is the thing that everybody echoes. You can go from content to content, channel to channel. And the majority of people, they say, it's the peace.
Yes.
It's the peace.
Yes.
So guys, this is something that's real. Nobody is like here just saying it just to try to get you to come. No, this is a real thing. And you really won't know it and understand it until you actually come.
Yes.
My other guests have said that they're returning because of the peace, because there's just something here that America just don't offer. And us people, black and brown people, we are back home at our ancestral homeland, and you can feel that warmth and that energy of being back home. You don't feel like you're a foreigner. although some people have never set foot on Africa before and they come, automatically they feel peaceful and feel at home.
Yes.
So we're happy about that. So we are getting close to the end of our tour. Can you tell us something that you really enjoyed about the tour so far?
There so much. All of the information, like the connections, the museums, the W.E.B. Du Bois Museum. I really felt connected there. When I was in college, the name of my dorm that I stayed in was W.E.B. Du Bois.
Okay.
So just that connection. When I went to the park, Kwame Nkrumah Park, just so many connections, so many pictures. So I grew up in the 60s and 70s. Some of the protests that we were having in America, I actually got to be here on the motherland, or I keep saying motherland, I can't help it, because I think this is the motherland. So some of those protests that I participated in as a young girl and as a teenager, I got to feel that connection of the things that I was doing there in America. So that was really special, and I just felt that connection.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow, thanks for sharing that. So you said you didn't feel like you had any culture shock. There's not one specific thing that you can say that just stood out the most on the tour, on the Aquaba tour, that was just super fun for you.
Super fun. Yes, super fun. My creativity when we did the batik stamping.
The batik stamping.
Yes, that was, I started out doing that, and I'm like, I'm not that precise person that can line things up. And I actually made a mistake. Some of the wax dripped on my fabric, and I was like, let's go with it. Make a pattern of it. And I just started dripping wax.
Oh,
and it looked like, when it came out, it looked like something from the 70s, the tie-dye.
Okay. Yeah, so a lot of great things that people have invented came from people making mistakes, and those mistakes became something that, was patented, all over the world. So yeah, it's like the potato chip, right?
Yes.
All right, so tell us something about Ghana that you saw that if you had the opportunity to make a change, what would that be?
Maybe connecting, helping to get the roads paved. I understand there's been a lot of progress. I think getting like the different regions connected and having those roads paved.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there are a lot of projects underway. But yeah, everybody who knows Ghana knows that there's an issue with the roads. Yeah. So, when do you plan on coming back?
I'm not really sure. So with this trip, not only to have fun, conduct business, but it was also to help me to really get all of my plans in motion. Okay. So I'll decide that when I get back. So okay. I have the motivation to get it done. So.
Okay. So I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
So when is your retirement? Like, how many years do you have before retirement?
I plan on retiring before the end of this year.
Oh, okay. So we're getting ready to retire very soon.
Yes.
So yes, I can see how excited you are about your projects being underway. I will tell you, I thank you so much for being a part of Caliber Travels and entrusting Caliber Travels to bring you here to Ghana and to host you here in Ghana. Look forward to our future as neighbors.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we will see each other a lot more. So yes. Thank you so much for your time.
And thank you. It has been the absolute best experience. So thank you so much.
All right, tell everybody what's the best travel agent that you know.
It's Caliber Travels.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all, I didn't even pay her anything for that.
It's just me.
All right, guys. Ciao for now. Okay, guys. So we have our next guest, and he is here at the Sandbox. And this is our last day, as we said. This is our last guest, and we want to see how his experience was here in Ghana. So please, we're going to have him introduce himself.
My name is Jacob, and my official Ghanaian name given to the Ashanti chief is Kwabena Akojama, and it means conqueror and like a fighter. So,
And do you think that name fits you well?
yes.
Isn't that pretty amazing how they pick the names and it really, really fits your personality and your energy?
Yes.
It was meant for you. So, Jacob, was this your first time here in Ghana?
Yes, this was my very first time. And I've heard about Ghana, and I've had relatives visit and tell me about their experience, but I didn't visit yet. And you can't really get the full experience unless you go yourself. You barely don't even get a little bit of experience unless you go.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So tell me some things that you really liked about Ghana. What is like one wow factor that you had, one takeaway that you want to take back to the States with you?
So the main one, sometimes, where you can be around foreigners, and you don't fully feel comfortable since you haven't, even though these are my people and we're a part of the diaspora, being around them and mainly them was a different experience because we're used to being in the United States and being around everybody, and we're always on the bottom as being black. When we're there's always more whites or this and that than us. But when I came here, I felt very comfortable and they were very welcoming. So it felt like at home. At first I didn't know how I would feel because I'm like, I don't know these people,
Right.
And they don't know me. Are they just gonna walk by and just act like I'm not here? But they were very, very, very welcoming. So.
And so did you get that feeling of being at home?
Yes, I did.
So tell me something that was a culture shock for you here.
The culture shock is mainly everything is black. So
That was the culture shock because
Yes.
where are you? Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
From Ohio. Okay. So is Ohio primarily a white state, or is it
Yes.
a mixed, or
It's primarily white.
it's primarily white?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, I just want to let you guys know I was born in Ohio, and Jacob is absolutely right. It is it's a black or white town, right? It's either white or either black. Sometimes there are parts of Ohio where they mix, but for the most part, the blacks are here and the whites are here. And so coming to Ghana, you see yourself and you understand that you think that you may be a foreigner, but then when you come, you realize like, wow, I'm at home. I don't feel like I'm a foreigner. I now feel like I'm amongst my own people.
Yeah.
And I hear a lot of people say that exact same thing. So tell me, Jacob, how do you like Ghanaian food?
It's amazing. It's the best food that I've ever had.
Oh, wow. The best?
Amazing. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
my goodness. You guys heard that. He thinks that Ghanaian food is the best.
For sure.
So I'm sure there are going to be some people that are from Nigeria or Senegal or other places in Africa they're going to dispute that, but you heard it from his own mouth.
Yes.
He thinks the Ghanaian food is the best. Tell us your favorite dish. What are one of the dishes that you can remember that you had that you really love?
So when I typically eat here, I've gotten the jollof rice or jollof. And I usually get that with a mix of chicken, vegetables, some what is it called?
Have you tried the Kelly Welly?
Oh yes, that's what I was trying to.
The fried plantain, the spicy fried plantain.
Yep.
Right. What about red? Did you try red with the black eyed peas?
Yes. Yes. Everything is amazing.
Yes.
I'm still trying to learn how to pronounce some of the food, but I can assure you it is delicious. Whatever you choose. So.
Okay, so Jacob, tell us, will you come back to Ghana again?
For sure. I actually plan on moving here.
Okay.
So this is just the first step, and now I plan on trying to get back, hopefully this year.
Okay.
So, because this is actually my first time out of the country. I've not been to no other country.
Wow.
And now I'm already ready to come back.
And you're ready to repatriate and come back home. And so you remember me having a conversation and telling you things about Ghana. And so now you're seeing it for yourself.
Yes.
It is time for the children to return back to their ancestral homeland. The Most High has said that he is going to call his people. Mm-hmm. And some of us try to figure out, where is it going to be one universal call and everybody's going to start rushing? Or is it going to be individualized? But little by little, people are already starting to hear the Most High's voice and already starting to come back. They're yearning for something they don't know what they're yearning for. But then once they make it back to their ancestral land, they realize what it is that they have been yearning for, because they get that aha moment and they say, wow, this is it. I'm home. The Father has been calling his children home. This is our ancestral homeland. Our ancestors were taken away from here, and we belong here. The children are returning home. So, Jacob, I'm going to ask you a question. There are some things that people have seen as we were out and about on our tour. You can tell us one thing that you saw that you would like to make if you had the opportunity to make a change, something that you saw that maybe it was a little issue, and you would like to make a significant change to help. What would that be?
There was a few. I'll touch on two of those.
Okay.
One was we visited a school, and the condition of the school, it was you would have to see it to believe it, but it was very, very outdated. Maybe like if I was born in maybe the 1900s, it looks like something from the 1900s. But that is the first thing I would like to assist with.
Be a part of the initiative.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's the youth, and they're coming after us, and they need to start off on a good foot. But when the schools are not properly maintained or in the best condition, that's gonna hurt them a little bit.
Yeah. So what was that second thing?
The second thing is the living conditions. It's mainly within the city, some parts of the city. It's not all, but just some parts. Because it appears that there's so many people, and people trying to sell and buy, that they tend to live amongst each other, and there's not enough space. But this is how they make their living. Mm-hmm. So they kind of just cram up in one area so that they can, survive. So it's understandable, but I would like to see that be better.
Okay. I would say for some people, when they see the buying, selling, and the trading in the marketplace, along the roads, in the streets, that is the local way of them making a daily wage, doing what they need to do to feed their families. Mm-hmm. Everybody's doing it. That has to be a cultural shock for us coming from the West, because we're not used to seeing commerce in that way. But this is the way of life here, and everybody is hustling. We call that hustling, right? You're out on the street doing what you need to do to make money. So if we were to be able to address that, what is something that what small thing could we do coming from the West to make a change towards helping out the locals? Because a lot of us, we come to Ghana, we repatriate and only think about ourselves. And when you come into a place, you have to integrate within the place that you are coming to. You have to embrace the locals. You have to live amongst the locals. You need to learn the tradition, and you need to learn the lay of the land and become a part of where you're moving to and not segregate. Yeah. So what could we do to like integrate ourselves into the local, traditional, everyday movement to make it a better place or a better trade amongst the locals? If you could do one thing to help the locals with what would that be? I know that's a loaded question.
Oh, yeah. So one thing that I did think about on this trip is maybe if we created 2-story, maybe even 3-story buildings, like almost like apartment style rooms that have the necessities, toilet, bed, just the basic things for them to at least get through the day, or 12 hours and get back out and hustle. And maybe they pay by the day, and then if they want to stay, they can, and then if not, you get some other people who want to live in there next, so that they can at least survive and move on and keep getting through the day. Okay,
so it sounds like you're talking about maybe some transitional living. Even further, it could be a transitional business spaces for people just to have a better working environment. Would be something that we could think about how we could help and make a change. So, Jacob, we thank you so much for sharing with us your time here in Ghana. So what's that one memorable thing that you're going to take back to United States and go and tell somebody else you just got to go to Ghana? What would that one memorable thing be?
It's a lot of things, but the main one is when you're coming from the United States, like myself and most of us, you just feel so sometimes little being black, and so you feel a little bit powerless because you're dominated in the States by just white people. But when you come here, it is mostly our people, and we're all just trying to help each other and be nice to each other. Like, I haven't had any problems with anyone here. Everybody's been very welcoming, as opposed to in the United States, you have to question so many things. Like, is this person, do they mean well?
You're always on guard in America. Yes, black people are always on guard in America, because at any given moment, things could go south.
Yes.
When you're dealing with the other race of people, because we're targets.
Yep. And here you can relax a lot and just, sit here and think about life and how you can make the world a better place.
Thank you so much, Jacob, for that. I appreciate your feedback. Thank you so much for entrusting Caliber Travels to bring you and host you here in Ghana. Look forward to hosting you again one day soon. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So last but not least, I have my next guest here, Jacqueline, and we're going to let her introduce herself and let her tell us about her experience here in Accra, Ghana.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline. I work in finance and accounting, and my experience in Ghana has been really great. It's been a lot of fun. We've got to see a lot of different places, got to learn more about my heritage, and it's just been a very life-changing experience.
Okay, so tell us where you're from.
So I was born overseas. I actually was born in the Netherlands and grew up in Germany.
Okay.
But I reside in Ohio, in Cincinnati.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And so, guys, my previous guest, Jacob, this is his beautiful wife.
Aw.
Okay, so Jacqueline, tell us how you enjoy Ghana.
I've enjoyed every minute of it. The beach, the castle. We went to.
What was your experience like at the castles?
That
How
was.
did that affect you?
Yeah, the slave dungeons was definitely hard. It was hard to just be there and
Shalom, shalom, guys. It's your girl Selene Selahyah from the For Real Ghana Life and at the Golf House. And we have our clients that are here that are getting ready to get their Ghana cards. That's right. They are plugging in because they want to repatriate. And so I have one of my clients here that I would like to interview, and let's see how he has enjoyed his time here in Ghana. So I will let him introduce himself.
Hey.
Hello,
Hi, I'm Timothy Oliver, from Cincinnati, Ohio.
So, Mr. Tim, this is your first time here in Ghana?
It is my first time, yes.
Okay, so tell me, how did you enjoy Ghana?
From the moment that we got off the plane, and we were going through customs, it just felt like home.
Okay.
And it felt like, as I began to meet people and interact with people, it feels like a family reunion, a family that I haven't met yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just been a really great experience. Yes.
Yes, so we get that sentiment from a lot of people. They say that once they get here, it feels like home. So that's not something that people are just saying. That's a real, genuine feeling that people feel like home when they come to Ghana. So tell me something that was a culture shock for you here in Ghana.
A culture shock was probably I'd say the extreme ends in the finances or the way people live.
Okay.
Some are very prosperous, and some are living, in very humbly. We'll put it that way. And just the wide expanse of that is quite interesting, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, would you say that is that the same in the U.S.?
I think it is the same. Yes. It is absolutely the same.
So have you noticed, because you're saying you see like an upper class and
Yes.
you see a lower class.
Yes.
So have you identified or seen a middle class here in Ghana?
Well, that's been the harder one. And yes, I think I have. It's a definition that I'm using and applying to it. But yes, I think I have seen that. Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully that's the largest class.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's tell everybody, what is your new Ghanaian name? Do you remember your name?
I have to think of how to pronounce it.
That's a hard one.
It's a hard one. I have
So
to
do you
practice
remember what it means?
Yes, it means bulletproof. Yes.
It means what?
Bulletproof.
Bulletproof.
Yes.
His name means bulletproof,
Yes.
guys. So that means you can't penetrate this one. Please tell us what your new Ghanaian name is.
Yao Opambo.
Yao Opambo, and
Yes.
it means
And
bulletproof.
it means bulletproof.
All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
That is pretty awesome. So do you think that name fits you?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely?
Absolutely. Yes, they got it right.
Okay. Okay. So tell us something that you really, really loved about Ghana. What one thing that happened on this tour, on Calamba Travels tour, and the Falls tours, what was that one thing that was just so remarkable for you or just left a great impression?
You know, the biggest impression just comes from the people that I've met. The one that's holding the camera right now, Bill Clinton, and all of the guys.
Okay.
And then all of the people in the hotels and the restaurants that we've gone to, everybody has been great.
Okay.
So the biggest thing for me has just really been the actual connection with humans.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned the service. So now let's talk about the food. How do you like the food, the local Ghanaian food?
The prawns, the tempura prawns, I'm still thinking about those. and the fried rice, and the red beans, and the red, and the green sauce that goes on. Oh, I can just go on. How much time do you have?
Right, so guys, it sounds like that he
food is
enjoys the local Ghanaian food.
Oh, yes.
So do you remember getting something like a little donut ball?
Oh, the puff puffs.
Puff puffs.
Yes.
Do you like the puff puffs?
I love the puff puffs, and I love getting the puff puffs on the street as you're driving by.
Yeah.
And somebody will stop and run up to the car with a big thing of puff puffs on their head.
Yeah.
You take one and just eat it on your journey.
Okay, so what about the Ghana egg? Because we saw you try that Ghana egg on Independence Day. What did you think about the Ghana egg?
I actually thought the Ghana egg would be spicier than it was.
Oh, okay.
It was not that spicy, but it was good. It was a good experience. Yeah,
It was good.
yeah. You take the whole thing at once and it's worked your way through it.
Okay, so tell me something here that you saw in Ghana that you could make, you saw that was an issue that you would want to make a change, and what would that change be?
I was really struck and really moved. Actually, I can feel the tears coming up now of the kids in school. And the teacher's request, or what she needed, was the technology. Just need some laptops, and need some Wi-Fi, need some technology to prepare the kids for the life that they're going to have. They're going to grow up into a technical world, and they need to be trained in that.
Yeah.
And they don't have the funds to do that. So one of the things I would really like to do, one of the things I would really like to contribute to and see happen is, I don't know, pick one school, pick two, but if we can get them some laptops and technology, some things that they can.
That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you for sharing that sentiment, because we here at Kalimba Travels, we don't just come and do tours just for ourselves. We also have a mission. We also have NGO, which is non-government organization. We know it here in the States as nonprofit, where our goal and our mission is to help the children. Okay, so if you would like to partner with us, guys, if you would like to partner with Kalimba Travels and the Fouts Tours, I will put all the information for our contact in the description box, because we cannot do this alone. My group had a fabulous time here in Ghana, and I'm so happy that they have embraced the culture. They've learned things, they've seen things, they've had fun, they've laughed, but at the end of the day, there are things here that we can help, because things are different from us in the United States, and a little bit goes a long way here in Ghana. So guys, if you have it on your heart to partner with us, please reach out to me, Selene Selahyah from the For Real Ghana Life, Solomon Nwako from the Fouts Tours. I will leave all the contact information in the description box, and I thank you so much for your time. So wow, our group was so excited for the opportunity to get their Ghana cards before they went back to the States, with plans to return, to invest, build, and retire in Ghana. They really had so much to talk about when they go back to the States. They are so happy because they got their Ghana cards. All at Kalimba Travels.
Your perfect destination is waiting right there. Kalimba Travel, taking you across the sea, from African soil to the Caribbean breeze. Connect with the roots and escape on the shore. Once you feel the magic, you will always want some more. Kalimba Travel, right by your side on this tropical rhythm. Let your spirit be your guide. Walk the ancient paths where the ancestors stood. Feel the strength of the land because the energy is good. And fly to where the turquoise water meets the blue sky, where the palm trees are waving.